Casting flash refers to the thin, excess material left behind in cylinder head ports after the manufacturing process. This material can obstruct airflow, creating turbulence and reducing the efficiency of the engine. Removing casting flash helps to smooth the internal surfaces of the ports, allowing air and fuel to flow more freely. Improved airflow leads to better combustion, which can enhance engine performance and fuel efficiency. Addressing casting flash is a key step in optimizing the overall function of the engine. When preparing for port work, choosing the correct tools is essential for achieving precise results. Carbide burrs are a staple in this process, offering durability and efficiency when shaping and smoothing metal surfaces. The selection of burr shapes plays a crucial role. For example, cylindrical burrs are ideal for flat surfaces and straight edges, while ball-shaped burrs excel at contouring and smoothing curves. Tapered and flame-shaped burrs help reach tight corners and intricate areas within the port. By matching the burr shape to the specific task, you ensure cleaner cuts and a more professional finish. Before beginning the cleaning process, it's important to set up your workspace in a well-ventilated area, free from clutter and flammable materials. Lay down protective coverings to catch debris and prevent damage to surfaces. Ensure you have all necessary safety equipment, including gloves and eye protection. Carefully secure the cylinder head on a stable workbench to prevent movement during cleaning. Taking these precautions helps create a safe environment and reduces the risk of accidents or contamination. Begin by carefully examining the interior surfaces of the ports using a bright flashlight. Look for uneven, raised areas or ridges along the metal, which are typical signs of rough factory casting marks. Running your fingertip gently along the port walls can help you feel any irregularities that might not be immediately visible. Pay close attention to corners and tight spaces, as casting marks often accumulate in these areas. Document any rough spots you find, as these will be the focus for further smoothing or modification. In this demonstration, a cylindrical or tree-shaped carbide burr is used to carefully remove casting flash from the port. The tool's shape allows for precise control, ensuring that only the unwanted material is taken away. By maintaining a steady hand and gentle pressure, the integrity of the port is preserved throughout the process. This technique helps achieve a clean finish without causing any damage to the surrounding surfaces. When working with carbide burrs, selecting the right RPM is crucial for both performance and safety. Generally, smaller burrs require higher speeds, often between 20,000 and 35,000 RPM, while larger burrs perform best at lower speeds, around 10,000 to 20,000 RPM. To achieve optimal control, always consult your tool's manual and adjust the speed setting to match the burr size and the material you're working on. Using the correct RPM helps prevent excessive wear on the burr and reduces the risk of damaging your workpiece. Fine-tuning your tool's speed ensures smoother operation and more precise results. When working on a port, it's important to apply light and consistent pressure throughout the process. This approach helps prevent removing too much material at once, which can lead to overcutting and compromise the integrity of the port. By maintaining steady pressure, you ensure that the original shape of the port is preserved, resulting in smoother airflow and better overall performance. Taking your time and using a gentle touch will help achieve precise, controlled results. Maintaining clear visibility and precision while working inside ports is essential for both safety and efficiency. Ensure your workspace is well lit, using additional lighting if necessary to eliminate shadows and highlight small details. Keep your tools and the area organized to prevent clutter, which can obstruct your view and lead to mistakes. Using magnification tools, such as loupes or magnifying glasses, can help you see intricate structures more clearly. Take your time and make deliberate, steady movements to enhance accuracy and reduce the risk of errors. After completing the initial removal of casting flash, it's important to carefully inspect your work. Examine the entire surface of the part under good lighting, looking for any remaining thin edges or rough areas where flash may still be present. Running your fingers gently along the seams can help you detect spots that might be missed visually. If you find any leftover flash, use a fine file or sandpaper to smooth it out, ensuring the surface is even and clean. Taking the time to check thoroughly helps guarantee a professional finish and prevents issues during assembly or painting. After the cleaning process, the airflow through the port is noticeably smoother and less restricted. This improvement allows for more efficient movement of air, which can enhance overall system performance. With obstructions removed, the engine or device operates with greater ease, potentially increasing power output and fuel efficiency. The difference before and after cleaning clearly demonstrates the value of regular maintenance in maintaining optimal functionality. Before reassembling the engine, it's crucial to perform final safety checks on the cylinder head. Inspect the surface for any remaining debris, cracks, or signs of damage that could affect performance. Carefully clean all contact areas to ensure a proper seal once reinstalled. Double-check that all components are free from oil, dirt, and old gasket material. These steps help guarantee a reliable and efficient engine once everything is put back together. In summary, effective casting flash removal with carbide burrs involves several important steps. Begin by selecting the appropriate burr shape and size for the specific task. Maintain a steady hand and consistent pressure to ensure a smooth finish, while always prioritizing safety with proper protective equipment. Regularly inspect your tools for wear and replace them as needed to maintain optimal performance. By following these best practices, you can achieve precise and efficient results in your casting projects. Cylinder head bowl blending is a specialized process aimed at optimizing the shape of the combustion chamber area, particularly around the valve seats. By carefully smoothing and contouring these regions, airflow into and out of the engine is significantly improved. Enhanced airflow leads to better fuel and air mixture, which can result in increased horsepower, improved efficiency, and smoother engine operation. This technique is commonly used in performance engine builds to maximize the potential of the cylinder head design. The bowl area, located directly beneath the valve, plays a crucial role in the cylinder head's airflow dynamics. As air and fuel enter or exit the combustion chamber, they must pass through this region, making its shape and surface finish vital for efficient flow. A well-designed bowl area minimizes turbulence and restrictions, allowing for smoother and more consistent movement of gases. This, in turn, can enhance engine performance by improving combustion efficiency and power output. The significance of the bowl area cannot be overstated when optimizing the airflow path within a cylinder head. To achieve the best results in your project, it's important to choose the right tools from the start. For this task, a carbide burr is essential, and selecting the proper shape can make a significant difference. Ball-shaped or oval carbide burrs are particularly effective, as their rounded profiles allow for smooth, controlled material removal. These shapes are ideal for reaching into curves and contours, ensuring precision and a clean finish. Using the correct burr not only improves efficiency, but also helps maintain the quality of your work. When working with carbide burrs on cylinder heads, safety should always be the top priority. It's essential to wear protective gear, including safety glasses, gloves, and hearing protection, to guard against flying debris and loud noise. Secure the cylinder head firmly before beginning any work to prevent movement that could lead to accidents. Always operate the burr at the recommended speed and avoid applying excessive pressure, as this can cause the tool to slip or break. Regularly inspect your equipment for signs of wear or damage to ensure safe and effective operation. Begin by carefully positioning the burr so that it is aligned with the edge of the valve seat insert. Ensure the tool is stable and held at the correct angle to avoid damaging the surrounding material. Gently start the bowl blending process, using smooth, controlled movements to gradually blend the transition area around the insert. Pay close attention to the contours, maintaining even pressure as you work. This method helps achieve a seamless blend between the bowl and the valve seat, promoting optimal airflow. In the transition zone, careful attention is required to create a seamless connection between the bowl and the seat insert. Begin by gradually blending the edges, ensuring there are no abrupt steps or ridges. Use gentle, consistent pressure to smooth the contour, checking frequently for uniformity. Achieving a flawless transition not only enhances the overall appearance, but also contributes to comfort and functionality. Protecting the valve seat is essential to maintain a reliable seal and ensure long-term performance. One effective technique is to use specialized tools that grip the valve by non-critical areas, avoiding direct contact with the sealing surface. Additionally, applying soft protective covers or barriers during handling and installation can help prevent scratches or dents. Careful alignment and gentle manipulation further reduce the risk of accidental damage. These precautions collectively help preserve the integrity of the valve seat and extend the lifespan of the component. Achieving a consistent blending depth and finish throughout the bowl area is crucial for optimal airflow. Begin by marking your target depth to serve as a visual guide, ensuring you don't remove too much or too little material. Use smooth, overlapping strokes with your blending tool to avoid creating uneven surfaces or ridges. Regularly check your progress from multiple angles and feel for any irregularities by touch. Maintaining uniformity in both depth and texture helps promote even airflow, enhancing overall performance. Here, we see a side-by-side comparison of the bowl area before and after blending. Initially, the surface appears uneven, with noticeable lines and abrupt changes in texture. After blending, the transitions between surfaces are much smoother, and the overall finish is more refined. These improvements enhance both the visual appeal and the tactile quality of the bowl, demonstrating the effectiveness of the blending process. Preliminary flow bench tests have shown promising improvements when proper bowl blending techniques are applied. Early indications suggest a noticeable increase in airflow, which could translate to significant performance gains. While the full results remain under wraps for now, these initial findings hint at the potential benefits of careful attention to the bowl area. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the data and reveal just how impactful these changes can be. In summary, mastering these techniques requires both understanding and consistent practice. Paying close attention to detail can significantly improve your results and help you avoid common mistakes. Remember, careful technique not only ensures safety, but also enhances the quality of your work. With patience and dedication, you'll continue to see progress and achieve your goals. Deburring sharp edges inside cylinder head ports is a crucial step in engine optimization. These sharp edges can create unwanted turbulence, disrupting the smooth flow of air and fuel into the combustion chamber. By carefully smoothing and rounding these surfaces, airflow becomes more streamlined, which enhances combustion efficiency. This process not only helps to maximize engine performance, but can also contribute to improved fuel economy and reduced emissions. Ridges and seams inside cylinder head ports often originate from a variety of sources during the manufacturing process. Casting imperfections are a primary cause, as molten metal can leave behind uneven surfaces, lines, or excess material when it solidifies. Additionally, artifacts from machining, such as tool marks or leftover flash, can contribute to irregularities within the ports. These imperfections can disrupt airflow, potentially affecting engine performance. Understanding where these ridges and seams come from is essential for diagnosing and improving port quality. Sharp edges and seams on surfaces can significantly disrupt the smooth flow of air. When airflow encounters these irregularities, it becomes turbulent, causing unpredictable patterns and increased resistance. This turbulence interferes with the efficient mixing of air and fuel, which is essential for optimal combustion. As a result, the combustion process becomes less efficient, potentially reducing performance and increasing emissions. Minimizing sharp edges and seams is therefore crucial for maintaining streamlined airflow and achieving better combustion outcomes. Deburring is a crucial step in achieving smooth, precise finishes on metal components. Among the tools commonly used, the fine double-cut burr stands out for its effectiveness in precision work. This specialized burr features two sets of cutting edges, allowing for efficient material removal while minimizing vibration and chatter. Its design enables greater control, making it ideal for detailed tasks where accuracy is paramount. By choosing the fine double-cut burr, professionals can ensure cleaner edges and a higher quality result in their projects. Begin by thoroughly cleaning the cylinder head port to remove any dirt, grease, or debris that could interfere with the deburring process. Use a suitable solvent and brushes to ensure all surfaces are free from contaminants. Once the port is clean, inspect it for any remaining particles or buildup. Next, securely position the cylinder head on a stable workbench or fixture, making sure it cannot shift during the procedure. Properly securing the workpiece is essential for both safety and achieving precise results during deburring. Using a fine double-cut burr requires precision and control to effectively remove ridges and seams. The burr should be guided gently along the surface, applying minimal pressure to avoid gouging or damaging the port. It's important to maintain a consistent angle and steady motion, ensuring that only the unwanted material is removed. By working slowly and carefully, the port surface remains smooth and intact, preserving its structural integrity. This technique helps achieve a clean finish without compromising the quality of the port. Maintaining consistent pressure and angle is essential for achieving a smooth, uniform finish throughout the port. Begin by establishing a comfortable grip and steady hand position, ensuring that your movements remain controlled. Apply even pressure as you work, avoiding sudden changes that could create uneven surfaces. Regularly check your progress and adjust your angle as needed to follow the contours of the port. By focusing on these techniques, you can minimize imperfections and produce a professional quality result. After completing your project, it's important to thoroughly inspect your work. Carefully check for any remaining sharp edges, as these can pose safety hazards or affect the performance of your design. Use your hands and visual inspection to identify areas that may require additional smoothing or finishing. Additionally, ensure that all sources of turbulence, such as rough surfaces or protrusions, have been eliminated. This attention to detail helps guarantee both safety and optimal functionality in your finished product. During the deburring process, safety precautions are essential to protect both workers and the workspace. Wearing eye protection helps shield against flying particles and debris that can result from removing burrs. Proper ventilation is equally important, as it prevents the buildup of dust and fumes, ensuring a healthier environment. Additionally, using gloves and appropriate clothing can further reduce the risk of injury. By following these guidelines, the deburring process becomes safer and more efficient. After the deburring process is complete, it is essential to thoroughly clean the cylinder head port to ensure no debris or metal shavings remain. Using compressed air, carefully blow out any particles that may be lodged in crevices or corners. A lint-free cloth or specialized cleaning brush can help remove stubborn residue. This meticulous cleaning step prevents contaminants from entering the engine, which could cause damage or affect performance. Ensuring the port is spotless prepares it for the next stage of assembly or inspection. Deburring plays a crucial role in enhancing airflow within engine components, leading to more efficient combustion and improved overall performance. By removing sharp edges and imperfections, the path for air and fuel becomes smoother, reducing turbulence and increasing power output. These techniques not only contribute to greater reliability, but also help extend the lifespan of the engine. Applying deburring methods ensures that your engine operates at its best, maximizing both efficiency and longevity. Embracing these practices can make a noticeable difference in achieving optimal results.